Topic 1. Governor uses veto pen. Last week, Governor Chris commended the legislature on its good work, but not before utilizing his line item veto to restore $90.9 million in funding for programs he deemed essential. Cuts restored include funding incentives for nationally certified teachers. The governor also restored funding for the Agency for Persons with Disabilities, the Department of Children and Families, and the Department of Elder Affairs. Environmentalists cheered the governor for restoring the program for purchasing environmentally sensitive lands. Bottom line, the governor showed wisdom and judgment in restoring the $90 million in cuts, restoring the bonuses teachers are already counting on, and avoiding further cuts to essential services for the disabled, children, the elderly, and the poor was the right decision. State Farm Insurance last week announced plans to begin a 2-year withdrawal from the Sunshine State. The announcement came after months of negotiations with the Office of Insurance Regulation over a 47.1% average rate increase. State Farm is Florida's largest private property insurer. The company currently writes property insurance for over 800,000 Floridians and employs 5,000 agents and 15,000 other employees. Some lawmakers don't believe the company should be allowed to continue to write other lines of insurance, including automobile and life insurance, if they don't also write homeowners insurance. Bottom line, State Farm's plan to leave Florida in the lurch is troubling for nearly 1 million Floridians currently insured by the company. The company charged more than $3 billion with no hurricane losses over the last 3 years. The legislature is on the right track, requiring companies that write property insurance in other states to do the same in Florida if they want to sell other lines of insurance here. Last week, President Obama reversed an environmental policy of the Bush administration, allowing Florida and 13 other states to set their own emission standards for cars. Greenhouse gases produced by vehicle emissions make up 40% of all greenhouse gases emitted in the Sunshine State. That's an amount equal to the effect of over 1 million cars riding on Florida's roads and highways. Bottom line, President Obama did the right thing. States, not the federal government, should have the power to make decisions that impact the quality of life for their people. Moving to alternative energy is the key to future economic prosperity, environmental protection, and national security. Data released last week by the Florida Realtors shows home sales up for the 4th straight month in December, but still down 4% overall in 2008. The most notable portion of the Realtors tracking data shows home sales increasing nearly 30% between November and December of last year. While the number of sales is going up, the average home sale in December was $130,000, down from $192,000 just 1 year ago. Bottom line, the good news for Floridians is that homes are selling. The bad news is that homes are selling for less. That said, if the real estate market is an early indicator, we may be easing our way out of this recession. Last week, 1 player signed up, while 2 others opted out of the race to replace retiring United States Senator Mel Martinez. Former House Minority Leader and State Senator Dan Gelber is running. Gelber joins Congressman Kendrick Meek as one of 2 Democrat candidates. Florida Attorney General Bill McCollum has decided to run for re-election and is not going to run for the United States Senate. Long-serving North Florida Democrat Congressman Alan Boyd noted his seniority in the Democrat-led Congress as his reason to stay where he is. Tampa Mayor Pam Iorio is leaning towards running. Congressman Mack, Klein, and Buchanan, as well as former House Speakers Rubio and Bentz, are also possible contenders. Bottom line, until Governor Charlie Crist says he's in or out, this race is still up in the air.